Hey Virgo Risings, this is Astro Dim here doing the Virgo Rising Astro Tarot reading for October 2018. For some reason I kept saying 2019. Do you guys have to wait for a year for something? I've been like mixing up the dates when trying to like shuffle the cards and stuff. I wonder what that means. I wish I actually wrote down everyone else's like mistake time period or whatever. Anywho, anywho, let's cut the cards and get started on this reading, okay? What I'm gonna try to do, every time I say something, it never works out. So like when I try to plan something and I'll say it never works out. I don't know why that happens. I think it's because I'm in a crazy 11th house. But anyways, what I'm gonna try to do, I'm gonna stick my word to this one. This will be my last reading for the October, and then for today, and then tomorrow what I'm gonna do is do Libra risings, Scorpio risings, Sag risings, and then Saturday I'll do Capricorn risings, Aquarius risings, Pisces risings. Okay, that's what I'm gonna try to do. All right, because I have to. I usually would spend like 2-3 days doing the readings, but I have to conserve my energy because I'm doing podcast and wean. What is podcast and wean, you may ask? Well, every single day I'm looking at the birth charts and the death charts of some conspiracy theory death celebrities that their deaths were weird and we were questioning it and we're like, what the hell? And so, yeah, I need to conserve my energy for that, and I need to like do some last minute research for that as well. And I can't spend all day doing these readings like I used to. Okay, so you never know. Like maybe I'll be able to do all those other readings, like all the other six zodiac signs in one day tomorrow if I wake up early enough and I don't have to do anything. But I had to run a mad errands yesterday, and today too, and the day when I recorded the reading. So. It's just been busy. October's been busy. Anyways, I've been talking enough. Let's cut your cards and start with the reading, okay? All right. So you can listen to podcast to wean on my podcast, my Bed and Astrology, on most music and podcast platforms, okay? All right. So Aries, Taurus, Gemini, Cancer, Leo, Virgo. Sorry, I'm being weird right now. Too much matcha, maybe. Too much matcha. Yeah. I'm going to pick from the bottom for the overall card and then continue to pick up from the top, okay? Your overall energy is the Strength card. How awesome is that? Yay, Virgo. Okay, sorry. The High Priest. Oh, nice. Is this the Hierophant? Because it's not the High Priestess, it's the High Priest. I think it's the Hierophant, because Taurus is connected to it. That's dope. That's your first house. Second house, Prince of Pentacles, which is the Knight of Pentacles. Third house, Two of Wands. Fourth house, Ten of Wands. No. Why am I being so weird? Are y'all weird today, Virgos? Are y'all weird this month? Are y'all feeling awkward? Is Uranus really bothering you? Uranus or your anus? Okay, let me stop. I'm acting like a spaz. Queen of Cups for the 5th. Five of Wands for the 6th. What y'all arguing with? What's going on, Virgo risings? Damn. Prince of Cups for the 2nd. That's the Knight of Cups, which actually Leo risings had this. Are y'all messing with the Leo rising, Virgo risings? Is that what y'all doing? Are y'all messing with Leo energy? Five of Cups. Oh my God, y'all cards are nuts. What's going on? I'm kind of getting a story already in my head. Six of Cups for the 9th. Interesting. Wow, I'm getting a story already in my head for y'all. Goodness gracious. The 10th, 6 of Swords. The 11th, 4 of Wands. And the 12th, the Death card. Y'all are having an action-packed month. Virgo risings, what is going on? What is going on? Wow. Okay, so let's get started. Shit, I guess. Goodness gracious. Okay. So, shit, all right. Well, the Strength card. No wonder you guys need a lot of strength, right? Because y'all have these crazy ass cards happening. You guys are not only needing strength, but you guys have strength. And that's dope, okay? Your heart might be aching right now. But the thing is, though, is that it's healing at the same time, simultaneously, and becoming stronger and stronger. And you just have a lot of strength. You have the strength enough to tame a lion, but the softness enough and the vulnerability to tame also a gentle, sweet bird. That's what strength is. Balancing both, being able to switch from both. You know what I mean? So that's crazy. Let's get into your fucking cards, y'all. God damn. Let me make sure that the High Priest, though, is the Hierophant. I want to make sure that's the case. Which is number 5. I think 5 is the Hierophant, right? Yep, it is. Okay. I just want to make sure there was a difference between the High Priest and the High Priestess. To make sure that I will read the cards right, okay? I have the book here. I'm just looking through. Make sure there is a High Priestess, too. Because they might have me... Yep, there is a High Priestess, number 2. Okay, that makes me feel better. All right, y'all. Let's get started or whatever. The High Priest, so you have the Hierophant for the first house, right? And so I feel like you're being strong in your values, strong in what you feel, really sticking to what your values are and not caring, okay? Not giving a darn, a damn, or nada. And just kind of being stuck into your own values and really believing in what you're feeling at the moment. There's nothing in Virgo at the moment, so you don't have any planetary influences that's bothering you, or not bothering you, but are like kind of changing the energies of the High Priest or the Hierophant. But like the Hierophant is kind of you just being stuck in your values, being very practical, slow moving, and doing things in your time, in your way. You know what I mean? Hierophant also represents marriage. I don't know if that's something that's happening with you. If it is, a lot's going on within you trying to get married or your marriage. We'll talk it through. I mean, the story that I'm kind of picking up, honestly, is that, you have one person that's willing to sweep you off your feet, but the person that you want is hurting you or hurting your feelings. And then you're kind of going to go through a situation in which you trying to like look at different beliefs, philosophies, even travel to kind of get a better understanding of what you really want, what a soulmate is to you. And then you might find your soulmate in the process of doing that. Or maybe you realize what soulmate is and that person wasn't your soulmate. It's all just could be one person that is doing this to you, that swept you off your feet but then hurt you immediately because you let them in too fast and then it wasn't really trustworthy. I don't know, but a story, something like that, a story similar to that is kind of ringing in my head. So let me know if you actually resonate with that, okay? Write in the comments if you do. But yeah, let's move off to the second house. Second house is ruled. Sorry, y'all. Wait 1 second. What's after Virgo? Libra, sorry. Wow. Okay. I'm the astrologer here. Anyways, Libra rules your second house, right? And so usually, with you guys with Virgo risings, it's very important for you to have harmony within, um, for you to have like a great sense of self-worth and harmony for any like kind of opportunities you have, when it comes to making money too. But generally, definitely harmony. You being in a harmonious environment kind of gives you a great sense of self-worth and can strengthen it, definitely, right? um, and so this is actually very important to see this card here too, because the Prince of Pentacles, or the Knight of Pentacles, is an energy that's very slow moving. The tricky thing is that it's showing that yes, you'll get this reward, you'll get the practical things you need in life, you'll get the money that you want, you get that great sense of self-worth and divine timing. You have a lot of work to do still. You know what you're doing. You have a lot of perseverance, but it's gonna, the reward's gonna come slow. Being harmonious, or having to be in a harmonious situation to get a great sense of self-worth or great sense of material worth, is you being in a harmonious situation is not gonna always happen. So you have to realize and understand that sometimes things are not going to be harmonious, and you still have to have a great sense of self-worth, and you still have to make money. Okay. And that's why you have the Prince of Pentacles here, because it's teaching you, like, you listen, it's coming in divine time, and maybe divine timing will happen when you realize how to have a great sense of self-worth and a great sense of material worth, and still make money even during the bad times. You get what I'm saying? So I definitely want to add that in there too. This is actually a really important part of your month, because the first half of the month, the sun is going to be in your second house. So you're really identifying with building your self-worth and building your material worth as well. And you get making sure the finances is good, but making sure you believe in yourself and that you feel that you're worthy enough and you're getting what you're worthy of. So that's really, really important. But the sun's going to switch over to the third house, okay, which is all about communication, which is it's a progression. You get what I'm saying? How like you realize yourself, and you're like, oh, I need to actually work on my self-worth to get better material worth. And then when you kind of have great material worth, then you start communicating things and manifesting things to happen in existence. See how that flows? And so when the sun moves into Scorpio, that's what's going to happen, that you're going to realize, okay, I need to manifest, speak things to existence, think things to existence, because the third house represents thinking process, intelligence, communication, siblings, even community. You know what I mean? And to have the Two of Wands here, again, you're trying to make a decision on, should you go this way or that way? Should I communicate this way and express myself this way, or should I communicate that way and maybe not express myself in the most like immediate way that I would do, but change it up a little bit. But the thing is, with the Two of Wands, is really important is kind of being a visionary in the process, like seeing what you have ahead of you and seeing how you can kind of jump into a situation and make it work. The thing is, it's like it's Mars Aries too, and so you got to be really careful with the Two of Wands, because you have this energy, right, to communicate and think a certain way, or work into your community a certain way, or kind of approach your siblings a certain way, and you have this passion and fire to do that, and you might just go with it, and it ends up not working in your favor because you didn't properly think things through, thinking, oh, I could do this way, I could do it that way, and it might work better that way. You know what I mean? So yes, your passions are important to think about, because it's actually telling you that it's something that needs to be thought about, something that needs to be approached. But don't follow your passions in the sense of just jumping into something or communicating something a certain way, or automatically thinking a certain way. You have to add some logic in there, so you can, when you're thinking things through, you make the right decision and you get the most out of that situation. You get what I'm saying? So definitely do that. Scorpio's here. So you have a lot going on in Scorpio. So communication is going to be a really important thing that is thought about, and important thing that is, it's just an important theme within your life, communication and your thought process in general, Virgo risings. The reason is because the sun's going to be there, right? And so your sun represents your identity and your self-expression. So you're literally going to be identifying with how you communicate, identifying how you think. Great manifestation power here, right? And then Mercury is also going to be here too, which makes the manifestation power even stronger. And Mercury is all about thinking and communicating and kind of putting things together in an organized way and adding to your daily life. You know what I mean? And so this is kind of connected to intimacy, since Scorpio is in here, right? And remember how I said multiple times, multiple layers to intimacy. It's not just sex, it's not just romance, but it's also emotional intimacy. There's also spiritual intimacy. There's also energetic intimacy. You know what I mean? Financial intimacy. There's a lot of versions of intimacy. A lot of layers into it, excuse me. And so that could be the thing that you're communicating about, that you're thinking about, that you're manifesting. You know what I mean? Venus is also in your third house too. And so you're thinking about how to communicate and think about intimacy to the person around you. You know what I mean? And how you communicate those desires. That's really important as well. And then Jupiter's here, so you're thinking about different philosophies, beliefs, religions that resonate with you, that's connected to intimacy, that connects with you, so you can apply it to your life. Okay? All right, let's move on to the Ten of Wands. The Ten of Wands is ruled by, it's in the fourth house, excuse me. Your fourth house is ruled by Sagittarius. Now, the Ten of Wands is a tough one. That means that you are burdened, have so much work in your hands. You want shit to end, you're tired of it. But the wonderful thing about it is going to end soon, okay? The Ten of Wands, like after the Ten of Wands is the Ace, okay? It goes all the way back again. So you're going to be done with this work soon. In particular, you may feel like you're doing a lot of emotional work, a lot of like kind of understanding your emotions, seeing them in a practical way, a logical way, an intuitive way, a passionate way, trying to work them through. And it's a lot of work. And you're like, oh, I'm so tired. I don't want to do this no more. No, keep doing it. You're almost done. Okay? It's the 10 of Wands. You're almost done. This could be your home life, your family life. Maybe it's your home and your family that's keeping you really, really busy, and you're tired and you want this to be done and you're just ready for it to be finished. You really are. And I get it. I understand. But again, trust and believe me when I say it is almost done, okay? Don't jump out. Don't be Sun and Sag, right? And just jump out of the situation before it's done. Finish it through, okay? And it'll be done soon. And that kind of shows you that's done soon, because Sag Sun is like, all right, I'm done. I'm going to leave now. You know what I mean? That's kind of showing you how quick it's going to be, how close you are to being almost done. You know what I mean? It's funny because it says Sun in Sagittarius, your fourth house is ruled by Sag. So that's really interesting too. So I'm really iterating this. Like, trust me on this one, okay? Please do. I know it's a lot of work right now. You're tired of it, but you're almost done. Trust me. Sagittarius, there's no energies there right now. So it's just this 10 of Wands energy that's really strong, okay? Queen of Cups for the fifth house, okay? Someone else had this. I believe maybe Cancer risings, maybe. Cancer risings, maybe Leo. But Queen of Cups is great because it's like you being emotionally vulnerable, I feel. And just emotionally surrendering to whatever situation you're in. You're like, okay, I'm going to feel what I feel, and I'm going to move on to the next. I'm going to feel what I feel it out, like express it all out, and then go on to the next, right? Very intuitive energies, right? But you got to be careful with that, because this energy, even though it says Cancer throne, it reminds me more of Pisces. And in the sense of, it's kind of like you're surrendering to emotions and you're feeling it, and then you're moving on to the next, right? Very mutable water. But while you're surrendering your emotions, you're surrendering to your emotions, right? You may be picking up other people's emotions and confusing it to your own, expressing it out, and doing the wrong thing You know what I mean? While doing that. So be careful with that. But with it being in your fifth house, though, this is dope because that means that you can create a whole bunch of stuff because you're channeling so much energy. So much, your intuition is like popping and you're channeling so much energy so you can get to create. So if you're an artist, you're really winning in this situation. If you're any type of creative, you really can do a lot with that. So, use your talents, channel that energy and use that talents and make it work. It's this beautiful energy to have. It really, really is. Also, be careful too around with your surroundings while you're enjoying yourself and having fun, because again, you're picking up energies easily. And so, if you're at, let's say, at a Halloween party and there's some like sleazy people around, maybe picking up their energies and it may be attached to you. So be careful with that, okay? Capricorn's in here. So that means that Pluto and Saturn's here. So you kind of surrendering to your emotions is going to bring you a bomb ass transformation that is going to use your creativity to create something so bomb, to express something so dope, to use your talents to express something so bomb that's going to totally transform your life and transform your status, your reputation, your career for the better. Okay? All do something that you enjoy doing. So go with it. But what's really important to note too is that Saturn's also here. And Saturn's all about restriction, but it's not really all about restriction, excuse me. It's all about authority, okay? And it's really important for the people to understand Saturn energy. You only Saturn's only restricting you from stopping you from playing yourself. It's restricting you because it's showing you, like, listen, you're not taking enough authority for this. You need to stand up, take authority over your creativity, and work through it. You know what I mean? Take authority over your creativity and your self-expression. Don't let people tell you how to be creative, how to be self-expressive. You do it on your own. You figure it out on your own to get that status, reputation that you want, okay? So please keep that in mind, y'all. Okay? Okay. Next, 5 of Wands for the 6th house. You are arguing with somebody, probably in your everyday life, most likely at work or school. Okay? Yeah. Who you arguing with, y'all? You're like wanting to fight somebody almost. And whoever's in your everyday life, like a person that you see while doing your everyday task, maybe your work, maybe your school, but someone's pissing you off, dude, and you cannot deal. Mars is also here too, and so the anger is deep and it's strong, and you really want to F somebody up. Please be careful, because I feel like this person's, because this is wand energy, that this person's really trying to control control your creativity and your self-expression, or other people's creativity and self-expression, since Aquarius is here. Control like the way you think and try to ridicule you when you want to beat them up. And the Leo's here, right? It says Sun in Leo for the 5 of Wands. And Aquarius rules your 6th house, right? And so those are opposite signs. So it's kind of showing that there's someone who's thinking this way and you're thinking another, and it's just, you guys can't come together. Be careful with the 5 energy, because 5 energy is showing change, right? And you have to kind of reflect and think, like, am I the one that's resisting change, or are they the one that's resisting change? You know what I mean? And really try to be open-minded and think, like, okay, what will be the best for me overall? And what will be the best for the people around me as well? But yeah, you're like in a fighting type of mood, especially with Mars also here too. Child, you about to bust someone's head open. You were really about to bust someone's head open. Goodness gracious. Yeah, just try to chill out. Don't make any bad decisions that you regret, okay? Sometimes following your passions is beautiful, but sometimes when it has kind of like a darker intent, it could kind of lead to something that's not the best, okay? So be careful with that, please. What else? Seventh house, right? Seventh house is the oh, actually, I kind of want to move back before I go to the seventh. Going over to the fifth house again. The fifth house also represents children, and so that means that you could be intuitively in tune with your children if you have any, and deeply connecting with them and understanding their plight and how they feel. And it's good energy because you can like raise them accordingly by knowing what would be the best for them and how they're feeling at the moment. So that's dope. Okay. Someone is wooing over you, Virgo risings, and they're like pulling all the stops. This is the Cup Prince, which is the Knight of Cups in traditional tarot. Someone is like head over heels over you. They're really, really interested. It could be someone of Pisces energy. They may not be Pisces, but it could be Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Mars, maybe Merc. Maybe Merc. But anyways, regardless, it don't have to be anyone of Pisces energy, but regardless, right? There's someone who is like super duper into you, pulling all the stops, being romantic, showing you how much they care, being all up in your face. Enjoy it. Enjoy it, right? It kind of was thinking too how there's like somebody who you're really, really close with who's probably not treating you the best, who's hurting you. This is showing you, well, there's someone who is here and open that's showing you how much they care. You're not even paying attention to it. Just be open-minded about it. I'm not saying, go ahead, date them. They love you. No, because I understand, like, there's people who like me, and I'm just not into them like that. And I don't want to, like, just because they're treating me right, go out with them when knowing damn well I'm not really into them that way. That's not fair to them either. You know what I mean? Beyond me, too. That's not fair to them. So I get that. But just be open-minded. Accept the love. Don't lead anyone on or nothing. But just enjoy it. Okay? This might be how you're relating to people, too. People are just saying that you're an absolute sweetheart. You're so giving. You're an angel, close to a freaking martyr. You're just awesome. Okay? Just appreciate the love and show your appreciation and gratitude to that person. I feel like this is another person. Okay. So that's dope. All right. Move over to this. This is really concerning. You have the 5 of Cups for the 8th house, y'all. Wait, before I move over, I'm sorry, y'all. Let me move back to, I don't made y'all sad not for no reason, but prematurely. This has Neptune and Chiron here in the 7th house, y'all. Okay? This tells me that this is probably somebody who you have a deep spiritual connection to, whether it's romantic, platonic, or whatever. So this person that's coming in your life, you need to pay attention to them. Because it's also Pisces chariot, right? Which the Knight of Cups is of Pisces energy. Pisces, like mutable energy and Libra energy, which is funny because the 7th house naturally is ruled by Libra, are mirrors, right? A lot of people have a hard time with them because they're literally showing you what you don't like about yourself, okay? And so during this Venus retrograde, this person might be showing you all the love, you're ignoring it, right? And then you pay attention to it, but they're like annoying you, or you ignoring them because of something that you don't like. It's something that you actually see within yourself. So keep your eyes open with that. But you have a spiritual connection with this person. This person might be a soulmate. You don't even realize it yet. And then this person is also teaching you to heal, because Chiron's here. Not just heal in general, but heal specifically yourself, undoing and self-sabotaging ways. Are you sabotaging yourself by not giving this person a chance and thinking about them? Opening yourself to be emotionally vulnerable with them, opening yourself to think of them in a romantic type of way. Are you? Just keep your eyes open. Keep your mind open to this person. I think they they mean well. They mean well. So next, sorry y'all. Oh my God, what is going on with my phone? Okay, sorry. Okay, Next, okay, this is really concerning. 5 of Cups. In the 8th house, someone's really hurting your feelings that you're really close to. Someone that you have an emotional bond with, who you really vibe with on a deep emotional level, who you feel you have a crazy ass connection with, hurt you so bad. And you know what's crazy? This is the 8th house. The 8th house is ruled by Pluto and Scorpio. And what does this card say? Pluto, Scorpio. So, it's crazy because it's up to you how you should deal with this situation. Should you leave them? Should you try to heal the situation? That is all up to you. Aries, this isn't, your 8th house is in Aries, and nothing's in Aries right now. Nothing is in Aries. But I can say that Chiron and Uranus on both ends are conjunct the Aries line, because Uranus is at 1 degree Taurus and Chiron is at 29 degrees Pisces. So maybe this is connected to some type of healing that you have to adjust to or kind of get connected to. Maybe healing yourself and realizing your true, awesome, authentic self, maybe. And you're learning this through you detaching from somebody, or you're learning this through this person that you're intimately connected with hurting you. Or maybe, listen to this one, right? That you're learning about self-worth through this person hurting you, because the 8th house is all about shared wealth, right? And shared wealth is great and beautiful, right? It's like you pulling somebody up and the person pulling you up when they're down. It's just a beautiful seesaw of pulling each other up when we're sad. And all, like, just great, beautiful, continuous circle of support, right? But when the person's gone, like, are you gonna support yourself? Like, that's what self-worth is. Like, you being fine all by yourself on the real, not on some fake shit. Like, really being fine all by yourself. You know what I mean? So you're gonna have this person like really hurt you, that you're deeply connected with. And you may actually, it may not even be a person. You may be in a situation where like your money's out. It's shared money. It's money with somebody else or something like that. It's just an intimate situation. Any intimate situation that you're connected with is at a loss. Like, it's gone. And now you have to try to figure out your own self-worth through this process. So kind of transformation within itself. You get what I'm saying? Really interesting card to have in 8th house. God bless y'all. Oof. 6 of Cups. For the 9th house. 6 of Cups is traditionally known as a soulmate card, but it's in the 9th house. So I'm kind of feeling that if this is talking about your actual soulmate, that this person is 9th house vibes, right? Which is all about, they're like really smart. They're kind of like the teacher. You feel like you might be interested in a teacher or your teacher, but maybe someone who has like greater knowledge in something that you're interested in. That could be it. It could also represent too that someone, you're interested in someone that's of a different culture than you, so they can teach you all their cool ways about their culture, their way of living, their country. But regardless, like, this could be that you feel like you have this soulmate connection with this person who can teach you something, who can expand your knowledge somehow, right? So that's cute. That's really cute. But generally, the 6 of Cups, though, means that you're reflecting on your emotions, really daydreaming and wondering and reflecting and being introspective about your own emotions and the things that you've been feeling, right? And so, with that being said, right, with it being in the 9th house, you're being reflective in your emotions and seeing if different beliefs, philosophies, and religions can help you with that, or that you could be resonating, that could resonate with you, specifically when it comes to addressing those emotions that you're reflecting. You know what I mean? So you may be looking at other things that are totally different from you and seeing if they, if they actually connect with you in some way on how to like address these emotions that you're reflecting on and really work them out and figure out like, why am I like reflecting on these specific emotions? Like, what does this mean right now at this present moment? You get what I'm saying? That's what I'm catching here. Taurus is in your ninth house, right? And so what I'm seeing here is that, with Uranus being here, maybe you're reflecting on your emotions specifically connected to your uniqueness, your authenticity, your originality, your quirks, what makes you weird. You know what I mean? Maybe you was made fun of those certain things, and now you're fully learning how to fully accept them and how those things are connected to your self-worth and what makes you really cool. And now you're trying to look at different philosophies and beliefs to see if they really connect with you and how they can just better help your overall life and help you accept yourself a little bit more. And maybe there's someone, if we're talking about, Six of Cups, there's someone who you feel is like a soulmate. And soulmate doesn't have to be romantic, by the way, y'all. It could be platonic too. There's someone that's a soulmate that can help lead you to that. You get what I'm saying? That's what I see there. All right. More reflection with the Six of Swords. More reflection with the Six of Swords, right? So Six of Swords vibes is Mercury in Aquarius, Lord. Y'all are like super duper brainstorming now. Thinking about different ways on how to take over the world. But no, seriously, you're thinking of different ways on how to take over the world, how to better your career, get to a better point into your career, get a better status, better reputation. You're just being quite reflective and thinking of like, okay, like, how can I plan for the future to get the things that I specifically want? You know what I mean? And that's dope. That's great. You should be doing that. Gemini is in your 10th house, right? And so one thing that I just caution you to do, there's no energy in Gemini right now, but what I caution is that, you come up with like a whole bunch of different dope ideas, right? And they're like genius, right? Very smart. But the thing is, though, it's hard for you to just kind of like stick with one plan. Try to think of the best plan out of the amazing ideas that you have and just stick with it and see where it could take you. Okay? And just know, too, that usually people that have Gemini in the 10th house, a big part of their career is like communicating, talking, any form of communication, honestly, and like thinking, because you think naturally. You naturally think fast on your feet. You have the reputation of that, right? And so you have to apply that to your career. It can really bring you far. Okay. Cancer's in y'all 11th, right? And you have the Four of Wands, not Four of Swords. Excuse me. Four of Wands for your 11th house, right? And the 11th house is the house of friendships, acquaintances, co-workers, just your circle and society overall, right? The Four of Wands is actually a bomb card. It represents like you celebrating. It represents marriage, even harmony. So just you celebrating it within your home and within your community, or with people that you feel that's of your community, right? And so you may have had like a friend who got married and you're celebrating, a friend that's celebrating something, or you and your friends are celebrating something. Hey, shit, it may be your birthday if you're a Libra sun or a Scorpio sun. Happy birthday. So with that being said, though, you're enjoying life with your friends, which is really, really nice. You're just having fun and using them creative juices and enjoying your life and just enjoying your life in general. So that's really, really dope, okay? It has Jupiter in Aries here, so I kind of feel like you're somehow celebrating something of yourself too, even if the celebration's not about you initially. Okay? So that's dope. And nothing is in Cancer. Right? Right. But let's look at Leo. So, Leo's your 12th house, and you have the death card for the 12th house. What is you guys doing? You're going through like death is not like real death. Death is like any type of transformation, honestly. So it's not just a physical transformation, but a spiritual one, an emotional one, a financial one, right? With it being a 12th house, right? 12th house is all about spirituality, being emotionally vulnerable and surrendering and all that stuff, all that cute jazzy stuff, right? It's also the house of the unknown, right? And I feel like that, a lot of people have been feeling like this deep transformation ever since Pluto went direct. But I feel like with you feel like, yeah, I'm going through a transformation, but I don't even know what it fucking means. Like, how does it apply to me? I feel lost. You may be going through that. You may be going through, too, a transformation on realizing your own self-undoing and your self-sabotaging ways, right? And you kind of not having a hard time realizing what they are, but you know it's something that you need to transform. Just know that eventually you'll know what you need to transform within your life, that self-sabotaging way, that self-undoing that you have, and it's going to work in your favor, and you're just going to grow from it. The death card is great because, again, it's all about you transforming from one thing to another, from a sucky thing to an even better thing. Not necessarily sucky overall, but it's a good card to have in general, okay? So it may feel like tough and a drag, but overall, it's just going to work in your favor, all right? So this is your reading, Virgo risings. No wonder you need all this strength. You like fighting and shit. Being sad, going through a transformation, work on your self-undoing, which is really hard to do. Because, a lot of times with your self-sabotaging ways and self-undoing, you don't realize you're doing it. And you have to realize through kind of connecting with God, with your ancestors, with your protectors, that you have this self-undoing that you need to address. You get what I'm saying? Fucking 10 of Wands in the 4th house. Y'all guys are going through it. But Virgo risings are so persevering and are always willing to make a change to better their lives. So I know y'all are good, okay? Please comment, like, subscribe, share, care, and all that good stuff. If you want to support the kid and get some exclusive content, check out my Patreon. It's patreon.com/astrodem. If you're interested in a personal reading, I do personal readings of these. I'm mostly an astrologer, so I do astrological readings as well. Check out my Etsy. It's etsy.com/shop/astrodem. Also, I'm doing podcast and wean on my Bed and Astrology podcast. And you can check out my Bed and Astrology podcast on most podcast and music streaming platforms. But podcast and wean, basically, I am basically looking at different celebrity deaths and the ones that people have conspiracy theories on, checking out the celebrity's birth chart and death chart and seeing if there is really conspiracy, if there is something that we should be worried about. Cool, huh? Very Halloween, very spooky. So yeah, check it out, y'all. All right. I hope you have a beautiful October. Bye. Oops.